So when you examine the books, you can never get the true health of the treasury. For example, it will surprise anyone that the government can stay in power and 80% of the crude oil produced in this country is stolen outright.
This time around, we're supposed to have a boom, but 80% of the crude oil produced in Nigeria is stolen off balance sheet. So if you are trying to structure the economy and you don't look at the amount of capital that is flying out of the country.
They have polling people, pollsters who poll for them. Whatever issue is popular, they come out and talk about it. The same thing they did with APC in 2015 with all the oil money being stolen, the argument between governor and central bank.
I had the same encounter with journalists about 4 months ago when I was talking about 75% of our crude oil being stolen. I was shocked that they were not interested in listening to me. They were asking me, what do you want to do when you get there? I said, no, before I get there, as I'm talking to you now, 75% of Nigerian crude is being stolen.
I find it insulting and unimaginative for you to underreport money that we're entitled to and try to force us to believe that we are broke. I believe that it is easier to stop the stealing of crude oil right now than to go and borrow money from somebody or go to the UN and talk about debt forgiveness. So it is easier for you to stop that.
For the past 6 months, the agency responsible for collecting the money on our behalf in NPC and to pay to central bank has not been bringing any money.
Why not?
Because of what I've been saying for the past 5 months. When I started talking about it, they thought maybe I took some substance or something was wiring my brain. When I discovered that 80% of the crude oil produced in Nigeria is stolen.
With 80% of what we farm as crude oil
is stolen. It's not even recorded anywhere.
So
the truth about what is going on in Nigeria has not been spoken. 5 months ago, I began a solo shout that 80% of our crude oil was being stolen. I did an investigation. Nobody was listening, but I kept talking about it until after 4 months, the government said it's only 75%. Now some politicians are getting the courage to repeat after me that 80% of our crude oil is being stolen.